Hello. Am I too loud? I can't tell. I don't know what I'm doing today. I was like looking at my screen, I'm just staring at OBS while it's open. And I'm like, thank you. What is that audio? I forgot all the things that I added. What did I just say? What is my own alert? Hello, welcome. Hello. Hi. Hi, excellent. Thank you for the resub for 4 months. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe it's been 4 months. I feel old. Hello. Hello, how are you? Where is everything? Why is nothing showing up on here? What happened? I've been good? Nice. What's going on? Anything exciting happened recently? I'm like, I was yawning before I started stream. I was like, I'm falling asleep. But no, now that I'm like gonna start talking, I think I'm gonna be more awake, so we'll be fine. Ooh, Addo. Wow, congratulations. I heard that they were like really hard to get. I need to head to bed too. Yeah. Well, I need to go take care of yourself, you know. It's like, I don't know what time it is for you. Aren't you like 3 hours behind? It's like 9, 10, 11, 9. Two. Oh my god, you're ahead of me. 2 AM. Oh my gosh. Damn. Normal average bedtime for me. But yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep. 2 hours behind? But like, isn't it like midnight for me? So I'm 2 hours behind, aren't I? And you're 2 hours ahead. You're in the future if it's 2 AM. I got work in the morning, I'd be screwed if it was 2. Oh. Oh, so you're saying that you're 2 hours behind now, that's 2 AM for you, okay. So it's like 10. No, I'm in the future, yeah. I'm in the future, I guess. Oh, so you're 2 hours behind. So it's like 10? That's not bad. I wish I could go to bed at 10. I don't remember the last time I've ever went to bed before 12. Other than involuntarily when I just lie down and pass out. I can't lie down. And if I lie down for like longer than, I don't know, 10 minutes, I pass out. I'm real good at falling asleep. If I just lie down, it's like, what? I almost fell asleep earlier today. I caught myself. I was falling asleep. I fall asleep in the most uncomfortable positions too. I have a metal bed rail and I was leaning my head against it. And I was like, man, this is comfy, and my back was at a weird angle. I have woken up multiple times, like falling asleep at 9 PM, accidentally taking a nap, and then waking up at 12. In like the weirdest positions possible, and I'm like, oh, my back. My back. And it's like a great sleep too, you know, I just pass out. I pass out, and I'm like drool all over the place. And I'm like, dang, what time is it? Always me. I get home, and I lie down, and I just sleep. It's so bad. And then it ruins my sleep schedule, because then I'm like awake at 2 AM, like, man, I'm awake. But I don't know what I'm doing today. I have multiple options. I have, I don't know what I want to do. I can play Puzzle Simulator. I've been saying I wanted to play Fields of Mystery for the longest time. I have Sunhaven. Oh my god, I've got the trifecta of farming games. I have Sunhaven, Fields of Mystery, and Stardew Valley, all on the same thing. Also, by the way, you know how much storage space I have left on my PC? I had like almost 1 terabyte of space. You know how much I have left? 128 gigabytes. 128 gigabytes. You know what's taking up the most space on this computer? Valorant with 54 gigabytes. I'm like, man, I should uninstall Valorant. I should uninstall Valorant. It takes up way too much space. What the heck? Actually, no. Let me check again. I don't think it's Valorant. I think that's just apps. What is taking up the most space on my computer? Storage. View storage. Change for content is manage bars. I gotta get rid of mine too. I know. I thought look at my thing. Gigabytes. How do I see where everything is? Apps and features. Desktop. Other. Apps and features. That's what's taking up the most space. Sort by size. Yeah, Valorant for some reason is taking up 52.1 gigabytes. Genshin doesn't even take up this much space. Why? How does this work? How is this normal? Desktop. What's taking up space in desktop? Wow. Wait, let me see the size of these things. Oh my god, they're not even taking up that much space. Genshin doesn't even take up that much space. Why the heck is Valorant so large? That's the thing. I don't want to download Fortnite, even though I've been seeing like all these things. For now, I know I'm gonna like suck at Fortnite. I'm like the worst FPS player. I would suck at Fortnite. Anyways, the size of Fortnite is huge. I don't know if I want to do that to myself. Way too much space. You should play Fortnite in the Discord. It would be fun. It's just I don't have the computer space for it. How much space does Fortnite have? What's taking up all my space on Fortnite? How much storage space does Fortnite need? Storage. Fortnite install size taking too much space. How many gigabytes is Fortnite? It's the biggest game. How many gigabytes? 62.9? Oh my god, why are video games like this? I miss when games used to just be 4 megabytes. That was the max size on the DS. One cartridge is like 10 megabytes. Cooking Mama was like 6 megabytes, sorry. 6 megabytes. The tiny games. Absolutely no resources at all. Why are games nowadays so huge? What's wrong with these games? Why are they so large? What the heck? I download a modern A game. I deleted what's it called? Resident Evil 4, I think. It was taking up so much space. It was like 100 something gigabytes. Like, yes, it's pretty, but my computer can't even run this thing on 4K, so like what's the point of having all these details and graphics? I don't need to see the mountain rendered in 24K. What is this? I miss when games used to be really nicely sized. When they fit things on a CD. I don't even mind the fact that it's like, I don't know, physical copies, right? At least it's somewhere. And it's the final version. It's not like, oh, I want to play this game. And it's like, oh, update queued. And I had to sit there at the loading screen for like 5 minutes, like, it's loading, Genshin. I'm looking at you. Valorant. Every single time I open up Valorant, the League page stares at me. Riot Games. Riot Games, I look at I look at Riot Games and they're like, oh, loading. I'm like, yes, I know I haven't opened the game in like 6 months, but you know. Why are you like this? You know, I opened up my thing and I was debating between like, I have so many scenes on here on my OBS. I don't know why. I design things, right? I was like, do I want to open up my my random thing that I made a long time ago that I never use? Oh, well, I did use it when I was a PNG tuber once, but then I was like, eh. Never use it again. It's great for traveling though, because it doesn't take up that much resources. It's literally just a flat PNG. Like, look at this. Technically I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be like a reactive Fugi on Discord. But this is what it looks like. I actually don't even know if my chat works. Where is my chat? This is my Atome game simulator. Why is my chat dead? What happened? What happened? What's going on? What? Oh, sorry. Whoopsies. My bad. I'm stuck. My chat's broken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Why? Bruh. Wait. My chat's gone. Oh. Oh. Hello? Oh man, my chat's dead. What happened? Is it you? Is it you? Maybe. Save, link, copy. Did you know that there's people out there who don't know what basic Windows shortcuts are? Like, no, not to embarrass them or whatever, but man, it's not that hard. I taught my manager, my 50-plus-year-old manager, who was like, oh, how do I... Why is my chat not working? What the heck? I had to teach my manager how to Control-C and Control-V. And I'm like, look at this. And she's like, wow, you're so fast. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm just like that, you know? I'm speed. Hello? Why is my thing not working? Oh my gosh. Test message. What? No, nothing's working fine. Why are you like this? What the heck? Oh darn, oh well. We're gonna have to switch back. My chat bubble's not working. Anyways, this is my my thing. I have to fix that. Nothing's working. Why? Anyways, did I add anything else? I don't remember. I mean, there's just stuff that I've had for a while. Ooh, you want to know what's cool? Watch this. Not really cool, but like it's just kind of there. Look, I have a music player now, so if I'm ever playing audio on stream, let's see here. So it moves according to my audio. See down here? My time, you can see the title. It plays off of both. It plays off of SoundCloud, Spotify, and I don't know if it works on YouTube. Actually, let me try. Oh no, that's the YouTube Creator Studio, no. I think it should work on YouTube, I don't know why it wouldn't. Oh my god, I can see myself live. That's so cool. It's like, wow, I'm live. Cool. Did you know that was it? Oh my god, that's loud. Ah! Hey! It does work on YouTube, isn't that cool? Cool. Yeah, it took a lot of fiddling around with. She's so squished, oh no. The picture. What happened? She's squished. I guess it's because YouTube thumbnails are rectangular and this is square, so it just kind of compressed her. I have a lot of things on here that I just never use, to be fair. I guess in a way it's kind of sad. It's like, oh, I have all these cool features and I never use any of them. What happened to my thing? Discard. There you are, okay. I think this should work. Bam, oh shoot. There you go, oh shoot. I gotta sleep, have fun. Yeah, I will. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'll figure it out. Scooch. Scooch. There, I have a screen now. It's just really squished and weird. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I have multiple options. I can play a farming game. I can play a dating sim. I kind of want to play I want to play Homicipher, and I also want to play. Honestly, my ties right now is I have Deponia, I have Fields of Mysteria, and I have what? I forgot. Deponia, Dave the Diver, Puzzle Simulator, and I forgot. Fields of Mysteria. Homicipher, Fields of Mystery, Deponia. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I can play Love Nikki. I can play Infinity Nikki too. I can open it up. Or I can... I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna draw. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do you ever have that feeling where you're just sitting there like, oh my god, I have all these ideas, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with all these ideas because they're in my head, but I don't want to draw them. They're in my head, they just live there. Ooh, I can play an Atoma game. Oh man, I want to replay Pizza. I want to replay the Clown Dating Simulator. I want to replay the Clown Dating Simulator. That's so fun. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, I love the Clown Dating Simulator. But then again, I also want to play like the others. My favorite Atoma game developer is Batten-san on Twitch. Not it, Twitch, at Twitch. I cannot speak today. My brain's dead. My brain's dead and I'm so tired. I have like a lot of the games that they released when like a long time ago, Batten-san. I think back when they were in school, still learning how to use. They're all made in Ren'Py. Ren'Py's free. So they're an artist and then they're also a game dev. So they make these games on, what's it called? Ren'Py. I want to learn Ren'Py. I think Ren'Py would be so fun. You know, the last time I made like a choice-based software, not really software, but like thing, right? I made a, well, for a school project, I made a choice-based kind of, is it an Atomic game? Not really an Atomic game, there's no dating in it. I guess like a choice-based simulator in Ink? I think it's called Inker. Ink? Is it? I think it's called Ink. Yeah. Ink. And you could make, what are they called? I don't know. There's a name for it, it's on the tip of my tongue and I don't remember. It's like, what is it called? Choice-based, no. I guess it's like a choice-based RPG, but it's solely based off of words. There's no pictures, it's just words. So it's like kind of like playing D&D but with a game software. So like for example, it'd be like, oh, you wake up in the dungeon, and to the right of you, you are in a room. There's a room with, and then in the room there is a door across from you, a door to the left, and a door to the right. Which way do you want to pick? And then you have 3 options. Go right, go straight, or go left. And then you pick one, and then it'll continue to describe where you're going. Oh, I think it's called a choice adventure, text-based adventures, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Some of them are like horror themes, some of them are like get really creative with it, with like sounds, and they have like a black website with like white text. And then they get really creative with the spacing, so it makes you like scroll all the way on. Which, that reminds me, have you guys ever heard of the, I guess it's kind of like similar, but they use visuals too. It's like a web browser exploration kind of novel. There is one called My Father's Very, 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 Very Long Legs. And it's kind of like Salad Fingers, where... Is Salad Fingers? Salad Fingers is like a novel, right? Is Salad Fingers a game? I don't know. But there is this one thing called like My Father's Very, Very, Very Long Legs, and is by the same author as I think something about a hole. But the storytelling's really interesting because there's one part in the thing where it just makes you scroll all the way down the page, like pages and pages of just darkness, following these pairs of legs all the way down, and it's like the storytelling's real nice. Which I kind of want to open up. Let's do it. Let's play My Father's Very, 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 Very Long Hairy Legs. It's a horror kind of feel, you know? Very, very, very long legs. I can't type. My father's long, long, long legs. Yeah, it's on itch. Okay, let me open it up. Watch this. It's really cool. Like I very much. Oh, hey, my music witch is still here. I very much recommend it. It's actually pretty cool. Let me open up. Oh, that's not it. No, I don't want to open up OBS. There. What? Okay. These are my weirdly sized browser pages, I'm sorry. One sec, let me scooch that up a little bit. It should fit. If not, just make it like that. There we go. You like my cute BGM? It's like, it reminded me of an Otome game, so I was like, yeah. Anyways, My Father's Long, Long Legs. This game requires a mouse. It will not work correctly on a touchscreen device. Parts of this game make use of sound effects. Play with headphones for the optimal experience. So guys, we're gonna experience horror. It's not really horror, it's just kind of creepy. If you are... What category am I in? Okay, I'm just chatting. My father lived on the southern edge of a certain Midwestern industrial city in an old house. Old enough that its basement still had a dirt floor. And then you click on dirt floor. I was not yet old enough to openly question a parent's behavior, but certainly old enough to recognize its oddness, when my father began digging. I retain only a single clear memory of the time before the situation became alarming and my father forsook sunlight forever. Oof. What? Okay, let me shrink down a little bit. I'm in the way. One sec. Wait, where am I? Here. Oh, squish. I'm sitting at the bottom of the wooden stairs that led down to our basement. Ahead, in the dimness, stands my father, up to his waist in the hole. The hole. Still in his dark blue uniform from the factory, skin and fabric blackened by the hot breath of machinery and further smudged now by the damp earth. I watch father with the satisfaction of a child who sees her parent a well of limitless capability. Upstairs, my mother called out that dinner is done. My father takes one last shovel of earth, turns it over the side of the excavation, and, in a single incredible motion, crawls out of the hole simply by pressing the sole of his boot to the lip of the pit and moving his whole body upward, walking right past me right up the stairs. He's digging. He was always a tall, angular man, as the remaining pictures of him suggest, and to this day I can clearly convert a marvelous image of my father's long, long legs, striding over me as he emerged from the hole he was to spend years digging beneath our house. Apart from him, there was 3 of us, my mother, my younger brother, and myself. There are many things about my mother I do not understand. When she first found my father attractive, she admitted to me many years later because of how unusual he was. This is why you don't date strange men. If somebody ever gives you like, huh, this guy's gonna, oh my god, he's so interesting, he's so unique, run. Run. He's not quirky, he's just odd. Run. He had come to the Midwestern industrial town and secured a job at the same factory where my mother was working. Though a practical man, he read constantly and voraciously in subjects, ranging from engine repair to philosophy, a habit instilled in him, he had claimed, by his own parents. This was all my father ever said of his family beyond us. Any further inquiry into the subject caused him to leave the room, or bring up some other pressing issue. Mother once theorized that father had run away from home. Whatever his reasons for leaving his family behind, my father did not wait too long before beginning a new one. I was only born a few months after my parents were married. Within a few years, father made enough money that my mother could stay home and watch over me, and not too long after, my brother. Then one night, when my brother was perhaps only a year old, father came home, pulled a brand new shovel from the back of his pickup truck, and descended into the basement, where he began to dig. At first he told mother he was preparing to put down a cement floor, suggesting a prelude to prelude to a full or partial renovation of the house. As a child, the movement of adults were still largely mysterious to me, and I do not know the specific circumstance under which mothers realized this motive was untrue. Nor do I know exactly what transpired when father told mother that they must go to the basement to discuss the matter closer to its source, for after the door shut behind them, my brother and I were left alone in the house. My brother cried most of the night while I lay in my own bed, pillow pressed to my ears. The next day, my mother reappeared, quietly prepared our meals, and then locked herself in her bedroom shortly before father returned home and commenced digging once again. This dude's insane. My father, for his past, stopped sleeping in the bedroom with her, instead taking to the basement, a decision which coincided with the first signs of his terrible metamorphosis. The changes were slow but noticeable. Father began to grow paler, and by the time the factory closed and he could spend the whole day in the basement, he was white as chalk. Perhaps it was this general evidence of wear, the change in skin tone and his subsequent emaciation, that made him look taller, as if his height increased in proportion to the depth of his project in the basement. Meanwhile, my mother put my brother into preschool and sent me to a latchkey program while she worked to support us. In what seemed a deliberate contrast to my father, she somehow grew darker and smaller. My father dug uninterrupted in the basement for at least a decade. and once I started high school, he did not even leave the basement to join us for dinner. Then my mother left him. Father was sufficiently enveloped in his life task that there was no need to replay the arguments from my childhood. Whatever desire he once had to keep us home with him had apparently fallen away, lost in the depths of that pit. He's digging. He's trying to get to the center of Earth. He's trying to reach China. On her own, Mother seemed to physically decompress, to become less bowed. She spoke more, laughed more. She had friends and lovers. We did not see my father at all after we left. On the day we left for good, he did not even come out of the basement, though by that point it was questionable by how easily he could get through the doorway, so tall he had grown. It was not until many years later that my brother suggested we pay a return visit to our father's house. Needless to say, my brother and I had very different experiences of our early home life. My brother was young enough when my father began digging that it seemed to him an indifferent fact of life. It seemed obvious to me that something was wrong with our home. Hello, Bus! I'm reading My Father's Long, Long Legs. It's like a short horror story. It's really interesting. 30 minutes stream start. I know, I started... Not that early. I started at 12:45 or something. But yeah. We're here. Not on time, but we're here, you know? It seemed obvious to me that something was wrong with our home. Its vagueness was screamed, I thought, by the chilly terseness with which our mother moved through it, returning home from work in the late afternoon, serving meals and retiring to her bedroom. The wrongness was screamed by, of course, by my father, who, after losing his job at the factory, spent nearly all day in the basement, emerging at irregular intervals to eat and use the toilet. This is to say nothing of the physical changes he underwent as time went on. This is like, you read the story and when you get to the very, very end, it's like, kind of creepy, because like you see the guy. The wrongness was screamed at by my own actions, the heavy worry I felt that at any moment the fragile equilibrium of our home would be upset, and my brother's friends would witness the terrifying truth of our family situation. A situation I myself could not begin to articulate, but which I felt ashamedly that an outsider would. Of course my brother, young as he was, saw nothing wrong with inviting his friends to our home, and even taking them down to the basement to see what he called, after our father's example, I believe, the renovations. The friends never asked to return to the basement after my brother took them down there. Some of them quietly deigned to never return to our house at all, much to my relief, though my brother was often disappointed. I recall one instant, when my brother was perhaps 7, when one of his playmates made a scene. I believe my brother's friend came from a religious family, which may have been part of the problem, but that may have also been something I recognize only due to my own biases. At any rate, though his cosmology was different from my own, he at least shared some of my anxieties when he attempted to explain to my brother that our father's project in the basement was deeply unnatural. I emerged from the living room because down the hall I could hear crying. I knew my brother had a friend over and was prepared for the worst. The two boys stood outside the door to the basement, which I still stood open. My brother looked up as I approached, at a loss how to comfort his weeping companion. "You're going to hell," one visitor informed me, after I managed to get him to look at me. "That's where he's digging down there," the child said, looking from me to my brother. "He's digging to hell and you're all going with him." My brother did not invite as many classmates over after that day, and I don't believe he ever invited any of them down to see the renovations ever again. "Are we really going to hell?" he asked me one night, lying beside me in bed after a nightmare sent him to my room. I told him I did not know. "But is that where Dad is digging to?" he asked. I told him there was no such place. "Then why is Dad digging?" "I don't know." In the early days when I sat on the stairs and watched him work, my father had given me dozens of flippant reasons for his project: seeking dinosaur bones, expanding the basement for a spare bedroom or a recreational space. He's a Minecraft player, that's why. Looking for buried treasure. Hoping to strike oil. Suspecting a natural hot spring flowed beneath their house. All these excuses had long lost currency by this point, of course, and when asked what he was doing, as my brother told me, his religious visitor had inquired, my father had other things to say. "This is not the real world," my father would say, or something along those lines. What we think is the real world is just a layer of dirt caked around the true core of the universe. And what is dirt? Inert matter, dead weight. the remains of those who came and went before us, content only to further press down behind creation with their waste. There was a time when human beings were giants walking upon a small earth, but now the earth has grown fat and hateful with our soil, while we have grown small. Starting here, I am scraping away the sediment, our coagulated filth, and returning us to our original glory. I assemble this manifesto from memory, from various iterations and variations Father offered us over the years, and certainly it was the sort of heresy that offended my brother's erstwhile friend. Still, they were not satisfactory answers to us then, and would not be satisfactory for my brother as he huddled, fearing hell, in my bed. But frankly, I had no other answer for him, and let the matter lapse into silence, which is perhaps why, all those years later, he urged with me to come him back to our father's house. Of course, my experiences played a part in my eventual decision. A year or so before we left my father was the time I ventured down into the basement. My brother was out with friends, having reached the age when he finally realized the awkwardness that resulted from bringing visitors to our home, and my mother had locked the door to her room and apparently gone to bed. Father was, of course, laboring in the basement, and I was doing homework in the living room while watching television. There came a knock at the door. A man on the porch was squat, but dressed neatly in a suit, coat, and hat. A pair of very small spectacles was perched on the end of his nose, looking minuscule in his comparison to his large round face. What is this? It's a horror short visual novel. Well, not visual novel, it's just a short adventure story? Short story? It's a horror story. It's really good. Hello, young lady, he said to me in a labored voice. Is your father home? Who are you? I asked. The man tipped his old-fashioned hat back on his head, smiling with rubbery lips. You would have no reason to know me, of course, he said, but I'm your uncle. I left the man on the porch, the door locked, while I went to seek my mother's help. Thus I discovered she was unresponsive, as she often was in those days. This left me only the option to summon my father from the basement. He did not respond when I opened the door and yelled down, though I could faintly hear the sound of his digging. I looked back to the front door where I could see through pebbled glass the rotund figure of the man who claimed to be my uncle, and descended the wooden stairs into the basement. The only light, as always, came from a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling. My father had learned to operate in these conditions, but for me, the lack of illumination cast a labyrinth below into a mess of confusing and seemingly contradictory paths, of damp black earth and only slightly blacker shadow. Father had first attempted to dig straight down, but as the years went on, he elaborated his original plans. Angling outward from the center of the basement, at a depth of perhaps 15 feet, from there he had begun to hollow out the entirety of the basement, with one long looping path, threaded and bent around itself like some monstrous length of viscera, all the while continuing his march downward. I stood on the bottommost stair that I thought, as if it still properly belonged to our house. By my feet was a stack of unfamiliar books. They were old, with blank but warped brown covers. Next to them was what appeared to be an antique child's rattle, caked with dirt, and several rocks chipped into various unnatural but vaguely instrumental shapes. I turned to the void and called for my father. No response came, but I grew more certain that I could hear, however distinctly, the sound of Father's shovel. I called for him again, this time also giving my purpose for interrupting his work. There's a man at the door, I said. He says he's my uncle. I stood and waited, and as I did so, the sound of digging stopped. My father emerged. How does he get up there so fast? If he's all the way down there, how is he getting up there so fast? My father emerged a minute or so later, unfolding himself from the narrow bends of his maze, his pale skin covered only by the rags of his clothing, and everywhere dust gray with soil, including, I noted, the corners of his mouth. Wait, is he eating the dirt? Where is he getting the dirt from? How is he clearing the dirt from the hole? Was seen stained particularly thoroughly and much more darkly. Your uncle, Father rumbled, not quite asking a question. He then added, my brother. I nodded. Show him in, he ordered. The squat stranger, my uncle, who I remember smelled of sour milk, seemed elated at his prospects. I led him down the basement stairs, his agitation growing exponentially, until he saw my father standing at his full height. It must have been at least 8 or 9 feet then, I think, at the entrance of his renovations. I knew that to take my leave. As I ascended the stairs, I heard the visitor remark that my father seemed to have done very well for himself, all things considered. I never saw the man who claimed to be my uncle either that day or any day after. Perhaps not coincidentally, this is my last clear memory of my father, and the one that seemed to return to me many years later when my brother suggested we return to our father's house. You see, my brother wanted to put his mind at ease by checking up on her father, who had been left alone for now slightly longer than we lived with him. On one hand, I appreciated my brother's sentiment, even if I felt it was misplaced. On the other hand, I knew I could not stop him. His feelings toward father had always been more lenient. The only question was, would I go along with him, or let him make the visit on his own? We decided upon a day to visit her childhood home, where we assumed her father still lived, and decided to meet there one afternoon the following week, but there must have been a miscommunication. I was late. I must have been late. The alternative is that for his own purpose, my brother arrived early to see our father before I did, and I do not wish to contemplate why that would be. The town was certainly less industrial than it had been, though the taste of industry still laced our waters in the air. The old neighborhood, not the most affluent, even in former times, had fallen into further disrepair. The houses up and down the block stood weathered, and it seemed empty. The sidewalks bucked around thick protrusions of thickly weeds, which stretched out into the potholed street, protruding fingers of the overgrown lawns. The only sign of habitation was a simple car. My brother's car, parked outside our old home. The doors were locked, the windows rolled up. A hand pressed to the hood told me it was not warm, but apart from that, I had no way of guessing how long the vehicle had been there unattended. Ahead, the house waited. It seemed not much different from the rest of the buildings, scraped down to gray bones by the elements. The windows were gone, without even slivers of glass remaining, and the porch had bowed and now held a stagnant pool of rainwater. The front door stood open at an angle, its lowermost hinge having rusted and snapped in two. Stepping carefully onto the rotten porch, I slipped inside and found myself in the old living room. The floor was littered with trash and chunks of plaster dropped from the ceiling. The television was gone, though a lighter patch in the shredded wallpaper marked its former location. The couch had collapsed and now seemed covered with mounds of some sort of gray mold or fungus. Ahead was a central hall to the house, and I could see that the door to the basement had been wholly removed. I called out my brother's name and then stood for a moment, looking down into unremitting darkness. Of course the power was out. It was probably disconnected long ago. But a flashlight lay on the floor just outside the basement entrance. My brother's? The flashlight seemed quite new. I flicked it on and pointed it down into the basement, but it penetrated far enough only to reveal the foot of the stairs. I called my brother's name again and waited. There was still no response. Assuming the basement was anything like I had last seen it, my brother could have easily gotten hurt if he went down without his flashlight. He might have been lying there just beyond the stairs unconscious. I had to make sure. Flashlight ready, I went into the basement. Isn't this cool? I knew my father had done quite a bit of work in the decades since we left. I went down, I called for my brother. I walked to the left, I walked to the right. I took a downward sloping path to the left. I called my brother's name. I walked further into the darkness. I turned right. The musty smell of old earth filled my nostrils. Around me there was nothing but darkness. I followed the sound of digging. Can you hear this? He's still going. Was it going in circles? How would I have been able to tell? I followed the sound of digging. I took a downward sloping path to the left. I called my brother's name. In the distance, the sound of shoveling did not break its rhythm, as if the digger did not know or care that I was there. I followed the sound of digging. I walked further into the darkness. I turned right. This mess is showing my nostrils. Oh wait, it's repeating. Oh my gosh, wait. Left. The paths my father had eaten through the earth stretched out in all directions. There was no sign of my brother. Wait. Oh no. It's looping. The digger. Where was my brother? I followed the sound of digging. I went left. Where? Digging? I walked further onward. I called for my brother again and received no answer. I followed the sound of digging. The branch path branched left and right. Further onward. Wait, no. I called for my brother. Well, now we're in the dark. Did I break it? Oh, never mind, I just hear you. I just hear humming. I did not find my brother. I do not know what to tell her mother. I do not know where to go from here or what to do. It's true I gave up my search, but once I saw what lived there, had been living there for all those years, or more precisely, had grown there, I ran from the basement. Somehow, by my own luck or by some other design, I made it out of that darkness, though my brother has not. There's a chance, I think, that he may still be alive. My guilt is heavy, do not doubt that, but it is outweighed by the fear I experienced when I came face to face with the terrible result of Father's attempted renovations of a rotted world. I once told my brother that there is no such place as hell. But wherever my little brother is now... Okay, if you don't like legs, close your eyes. I have like a giant monitor. It's not that scary, it's just like, you see feet. Warning, feet. Oh. I wonder if he's grown as tall as her father. Some people are into that. My father's long, long legs. And that's it. It's just feet. And that is the story. Some people are into that, I guess. Yeah. Long, long legs. And he's still going to this day, they say. He's still digging. It's a twine game. Twine. I remember writing stories on ink. Man, I like this story. I think it's pretty interesting. I remember reading it like a long time ago in the car. On my phone, even though it says not to, but like it worked. It's pretty good, it's pretty interesting. I like horror novels. I don't really like horror, well, I like horror novels and I like horror manga, but I don't really enjoy, horror, like realistic, like TV shows horror, or, horror movies or anything like that. I don't like jump scares. But like written, I think it's nice. I think it's fine. That reminds me, I think I want to... Hairy feet. Do you know that's apparently a tag? There's like different categories. Some people like dirty feet. Some people like, I don't know. Some people like people with 6 toes, who knows, whatever you're into. I think it's interesting. I mean, I'm not too into feet myself, I think they're kind of like weird. But I do like shoes, you know, like shoes, like the look of shoes. I don't know why, but I've been trying to find a pair of these one very specific type of shoe. And it is so hard to find a shoe that looks nice, but is also comfortable. I'm looking specifically for platform Mary Jane. So when I buy clothes, I look for something very, very specific. Like I know exactly what I'm looking for, but the things that like achieve and tick all of those boxes is just hard to find. Like I don't even ask for a very complicated list. Like for example, when I was looking for a winter jacket, all I wanted was it had to be black, it had to be waterproof, and it had to have a white, like fur-lined hood. That is it. That's all it had to have. But no, every single jacket I found was either didn't come in the color black, the hood fur lining was brown or a different color, Or it wasn't waterproof. It was just made of like some kind of like cloth material, and it's like, no. I'm looking for these 3 very specific things. And it had to have nice pockets, and none of them were like that. It was very hard to find a nice jacket. So for these kind of shoes that I'm looking for, hood for his ass, I think it's nice. I think it looks cute. I like it. Also, it keeps the snow out of your eyes. It keeps snow out of your face and your eyes, because your hood will catch all the snow. Anyways, I was looking very specifically for a pair of Mary Jane platform heels. That is it. I'm looking for a very specific kind of shoe. And either they're, you know, out there, they look nice, but they're very uncomfortable. Like they will dig into your heels. Or I find a version that's comfortable, but it's not platform. Or it's not a Mary Jane. It's just plain heel with strap. That's like, or they're not platform, you know? I want a thick, chunky heel that's like platform with the Mary Jane like strap. And it's, I don't know, it's really complicated to find. And there's one version that I did find that was really nice from like a good brand called Naturalizer, but they're all sold out. They were on sale too. I'm kind of sad. But now I'm still looking for shoes. It's hard to find shoes, you know? Or even clothing in general. Like, I have very picky tastes. Not really picky, but like, I just know specifically what I want. Like, oh, I'm looking for, I don't know, a skirt that's like very specifically has large pleats, and then the pleats have to have like a certain amount of distance, and it has to be a certain pattern, and it has to have this. Very hard to find clothes. Especially in like certain styles. Like, I think it's easy to go online shopping because then you can see, but trying on clothes, a different story. Because, you know, you could be like, oh, this looks nice in the picture, but in person you wear it and you're like, eh. That's happened to me like maybe like not that often because I'm pretty good at picking clothes, but like one time I bought this dress. Actually 2 times. One time I bought a skirt and it was like kind of weird looking. It didn't fit right. It's like boxy. It was odd. It's like a half pleated, half like straight pencil skirt. It was interesting. It's like white with buttons. And then the other one is like a dress. And it looked cute and everything, but man, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It was split down the middle. Like, it's like a wrap. Like, it wraps around you. But the split that they put, like where the wraps around it ends, is right in the middle of your legs. So first, it looks like the dress kind of splits in part where your legs are, but the thing is with that, normally it's off to the side a little bit, right? Normally it's off to the side so that, you know, if this dress rides up a little bit, it just exposes your legs and not your crotch. But the thing is that this dress is so short that it just exposes the entire thing, and it's just like, man, this dress needs better coverage. It kind of sucks. So I wear that dress if I pull it all the way down and I wear it as a skirt only, because I cannot wear that dress as a dress. It's like super short. It fits, it's stretchy, just really short. So I think that's the only times I've bought clothing that I would just never wore. Then again, I do want to get into tailoring clothes, because like I have all these clothes and I have some dream clothes that I don't wear very often, but I do want to repurpose them. I have a sewing machine and everything, you know? What do I want to do today? I'm still sitting here like, maybe I'll draw. Maybe I'll draw. I go through these phases of media where I go like, man, I want to read fanfic. And then I read fanfic and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of sick of fanfic. I'm gonna start reading... What are you disconnected from, buddy? One sec. It's telling me that something's not working. What's not working? Oh, is it you? No. What pokes accounts? No, this works. Services? Nope, it's back. I don't know what's going on. It was like... Mix It Up is telling me that something was disconnected or something not working. I was like, what do you mean it's not working? What's not working? No, it's fine. I have not opened up Puzzle Simulator in years. Are you proud of me? I'm so proud of myself. I have not opened up... what's it called? I haven't opened up Puzzle Simulator in a while. I haven't gotten distracted. I haven't opened it up and like zoned out for, what, 5 hours? Like, ooh, puzzle. Open it back up again? Oh my god, I would. I've started upgrading to like 650-piece puzzles. Oh, it's so nice. I haven't opened it up again. I can't. It's gonna take too long. I mean, I kind of want to at the same time. No, I can't feel my addictions. It's either I like play Power Wash Simulator or I play my yapping games, or I play Jigsaw Puzzle Dreams, which, don't know. Oh my gosh! I have to not take this cat home. I don't know, like, every single time I tell myself, like, oh, I want to play a game, I want to do something, I never know what exactly I want to do. It's like, yeah, I want to play a game, but like, I don't know what I want to do. You know what's really weird? If you look at this, like, if you look at me, okay, my camera, right where I'm facing, like where I'm looking at, I am looking at my camera right now. If I turn this way, this is where my second monitor is. It's also away from my microphone, so if I turn this way and you hear me kind of muffled, it's because I'm leaning away from my microphone. This is me facing like forward. And then my microphone's also right here, but if I face like towards my second screen, my monitor, it's like far away from me. So if you're ever wondering why it sounds like that, it's this. I don't know what I want to do. I want to play a farming game, to be fair. I kind of want to play a farming game. Cheese. Cheese, what kind of cheese? Hi, Billy. Hi, the Billy 445. Welcome. What kind of cheese? Gruyere, Monterrago, cheddar, pepper jack. By the way, did you see Nimi's debut today? I did. I saw the flood of, what's it called, memberships that the people were gifting. It was insane. It was just a wave of green. Good for her. That's all I saw. I only saw clips on Twitter, and they were like, wow. No discrimination. I do like cheese. I like mozzarella. I like mozzarella the best. I don't know if I have a cheese that I don't like, though. You know what I do like? I like a sharp cheddar. Yeah, I like a sharp cheddar cheese. Hi, hi. Yeah, thank you for the follow. It's honestly such a well-produced product. Cheese? Are we talking about cheese? What are we talking about? The debut? Oh, okay. I'm stupid. I thought we were talking about cheese. No, I have not watched her debut. I have only seen, like, that's one clip on Twitter of just the wave of green. And her going like, oh my god. Good for her. Good for her. I hope she does, like, you know, lives her best life, right? That makes me like question, like, on that Discord grind, I'm probably gonna send one message every couple of minutes. No worries. Enjoy. Live your life. I don't know. Do your best, do your worst. Enjoy. Have fun. That's what I tell people every single time. Have fun, no matter what. How do you grind Discord? You never know. He's having a war. They're having a Discord message war. I finally hit 4,500 members. Yeah, they're having a war. They're debating cheese or something, I don't know. Guys, I use my Discord server like a Twitter if you haven't noticed. It's really bad. I'm like, man, I should be putting this on, you know, Twitter and having a normal conversation like people. I should have a normal conversation with people on social media. I should post on like Twitter or at, Blue Sky? I almost said Blue Star. Blue Sky. But no. I open up Discord because I have it on my phone. It's right there, and I just started sending you guys messages. I'm like, hey guys, by the way, that just got like YouTube, Discord, not Discord, Twitch moderated. I don't know what the proper term for that is. To be fair. There's a lot of names. I don't know whatever one. Cause there's different... Oh my god, I keep sitting on my feet because my feet are cold. I need to put on socks. If you see me move around like this, it's because like my leg is falling asleep and then I have to go sit on my other foot. Why am I not wearing socks? I don't know. And why am I on the floor? I'm not on the floor, I'm sitting in a chair. You know what I want? I want a standing desk and I want a walking pad. I want like a treadmill under my desk so I can stand and I can walk. That's what I want. I want to walk. I want to stand. I want to go for a walk. Not at 3 AM, but you know, I just want to go. I just want to walk. But the thing is, when you live in the area where I live, like I live in a forest, right? I live in the middle of nowhere. So when I go outside, there is absolutely nothing to see. There's nowhere to go. So it's like I go out and I see trees, I see dirt, and it's like, I don't want to walk through that, you know? I don't want to walk through grass. No sidewalks. But I live in a jungle, oof. See, it's so hard to walk outside. Which is why I'd rather do all my walking indoors. That's why you get a standing desk, you know? You can stand and you can sit, whatever you want. And I can stand and I can walk. And I get exercise. Because right now, I feel like I sit all day. Got me feeling like Tarzan, ooh. I've always wanted to live in a treehouse, to be fair. You know, you ever see like pictures of tree houses and they look real pretty, like fantasy tree houses. Spawn in a jungle Minecraft biome. Like, when I used to play Minecraft, by the way, I used to make tree houses. I used to make houses in jungles. I used to make houses in biomes. Like, real tall oak tree biomes. It was so nice. Look, you're off the ground from predators. It's pretty up there, you know. It's nice. I've always wanted to live in a treehouse, like the Fantasy Village treehouse is like, you know, the house, right? The place that Link grew up in, Dekobo Village, with the Deku tree, right? That place. His house is like what I want. I want to live in a big tree. I want to live in a tree. That looks so fun. I live in the Minecraft witch hut. That is a nice place to live. And it comes with a free cat. It comes with a free black cat. I don't know where the thing where it's like, oh, black cats are bad luck. I don't think so. Do you guys have any superstitions you believe in? I don't believe in that. I believe in the whole... maybe karma. Well, I like to believe in the fact of karma because it makes me feel better if something happens and then I'm like, man, jerk. And I'm like, it makes me happy to think that maybe some year down the road they're gonna lose their lottery ticket. They're gonna win $100 in the lottery and then they're gonna lose it. Just because the black cat was a sign of a witch. Ooh. Okay, but like, witches own all kinds of cats, not specifically black cats. Why only black cats? Like, cats are all colors, what do you mean? That's like, it doesn't make sense to me. If you're gonna persecute any kind of animal, at least like have it be, I don't know, like certain types of species of animal. Like, you know, it'd be cool if a witch had an animal, like not the typical ones, you know, like the raven, the cat, the owl, whatever. I think it'd be super cool if witches had like a cool animal, not like a cat or whatever. I think witches should be able to have like leopards. In most things, black is bad, so they associate the black cat with a witch. Huh. Interesting. Why? I want to read a story. Where the color black isn't associated with negative things. I want the color black to be associated with rebirth and life. Like an Avatar, where fire was like associated with destruction and death, but it was also associated with life and passion, you know? I want to read a story like that. I wish I was in 1648 so I could answer that for you. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just a color. Actually, technically, black isn't a color, and white isn't a color. Those are shades. Those are called gradients. That is technically not a color on our color scale. Did you know that? Our color scale that we see with our human eyes is, you know, Roy G. Biv. Red, yellow, green, orange, blue, purple, and indigo. That is the entirety of our vision color spectrum. Black and white are not on those colors. It's true. When you see color and shade, hue, black and white is the absence of light and the presence of light. So when you see things that are the color black, it's because you are seeing a lack of reflection in the object. Yes, we learn science here. Yeah, we're learning. This is a color when the big ball hits the earth. Yeah, it's a reflection of light upon surfaces, and the color is what reflects in the light cones in your eyes. Rods and cones. It's very cool to learn about, don't you think? Anyways, if you study art, you will know a lot about color. I could go on and about color and color theory because I draw. I do art. It's so cool. You can look at different things, like the whole, you know, like the white and gold dress. You know, the white and gold dress that was like, oh, actually this thing was blue and black. And everyone going, no, is this dress blue and white or is it yellow and gold? And everyone was like, it's yellow and gold, but no, it's like the reflection of, you know, the light on the dress. It's cool. You laugh. Yeah, I'd be like my 7th grade science teacher. Don't you have passion for learning in your life? Don't you want to enjoy learning? I think it's so sad to be like, yeah, I'm fine with the stuff I know in my life. I'm just gonna live my life ignorant and sad. I'm not gonna learn new things. I don't need to learn new things. I'm smart enough already. That's so sad. Why would you not want to have curiosity about things? Color is so simple. I don't get color theory. It's so fun. I hate learning. I mean, to be fair, I don't like learning math, but I like learning about other things. Like, I like science. I don't enjoy history, but I think it's interesting. I like learning, you know, math theory, but not math practice. Like, if you were to ask me, like, oh, why does 1 + 1 = 1? I don't know. I did look it up. There is a whole thing about like why 1 + 1 = 1, but the theory and the calculations behind it, it's way too complicated, and half of it is just experimental. Like, they call it they call it, what's it called? Impractical math, like theoretical math. It's not real math, it's like fake. And it's all comprised of numbers and rules and letters and mostly rules. I don't like school, but I'm smart. Am I cooked? Are you though? Can you be smart if you don't like learning? I think the true definition of being smart is realizing that your knowledge that you know isn't as much as you thought it would be, you know? You're like, oh, I thought I knew everything about this. You're like the curve, right? The theory of perceived capability. Where you're like, oh, I'm the best at this thing in the world, and you learn more, and then you go, oh man, I know nothing. And then you learn more, and you go, well, I'm pretty good at this. And you learn more, and you go, oh wait, never mind, I know nothing. That's how it feels when you're in high school. That's how it feels when you're in school. You start out in elementary school learning addition and subtraction. You go like, oh my god, addition and subtraction is so easy. 1 + 1 is equal to 2, right? And then they're like, oh, by the way, you can group them into numbers, and you can do multiplication. And you go, wait a minute. Multiplication, that's so complicated, that's so hard. Division, everything like that, that's so complicated. And then you learn multiplication, division, and you're like, oh, wow, wait, never mind, that's easy, I can memorize this. And then they go, never mind, we're gonna bring in PEMDAS, we're gonna bring in BEDMAS, and then we're gonna have exponents and all that, right? And then you go, oh man, that's kind of hard, that's kind of difficult. And then you learn more and you're like, oh wait, no, that's fine. I can find X on a topic. I know how to find things, right? And you just keep learning more and more. They keep adding on to it, and then they start adding letters into your things, and then they go, wait a minute, this formula, when it has a number in it, it can form a graph. And then you can plot points and you can make graphs, and then it goes on and on and on into, you know, vectors and calculus and I don't know, all these things, right? And it goes on and on and on. And then they're like, wait a minute, what if we added more numbers and letters, right? What if we added more letters? And then you go, oh my god, this is so complicated. What is the sum of whatever? And then you just keep going from there, and it gets complicated once you get past university math. Being smart is being able to grasp something faster than normal people and much faster than stupid people. I wouldn't say that. Hi Emmy, how are you? We're talking about smarts. I'm good. Take Einstein for example. He was an all F student but ended up changing how we view the world. I don't think that smartness is a scale of linear relativity. I think that you can be smart in multiple areas, but in very different areas. If you know that the different types of intelligence, we have 8 different types of intelligence. We've got physical intelligence, we have spatial intelligence, we have emotional intelligence, we have we have musical intelligence, we have what's it called? I forgot. There's a lot of them. Like learning intelligence, like specifically for like, you know, math and learning and memorization, that kind of intelligence, like intelligence. I guess that's called wisdom, right? And there's also like intuitive intelligence, which is kind of like street smarts. Like when you go outside, are you able to understand things? What's the intelligence that makes my fingers press buttons when notes fall onto a screen in front of me to the beat? Musical intelligence, it's your sense of rhythm. That's your sense of rhythm. So you can be really bad at certain types of intelligence, but really good at others. What's the intelligence that makes my fingers press? Let me see what the full list of intelligences are. Because I don't remember. Oh, well, some of them said 9, some of them says 10. It's a theory of intelligence. There's visual spatial, there's linguistic verbal, logical mathematical. Oh, that's what I was trying to think about. Bodily kinesthetic, musical intelligence, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic, pedagogical. Interesting. Hi Hushi, how are you? I am a streamer, I have to yap. Fun fact, if you search up intelligence, you find a picture of me. It's okay, I won't be on that list either. I'm a streamer, I have to yap. I'm gonna tell you guys all about the different types of intelligence now. Visual spatial intelligence is how well you are able to maneuver through space and visualize things. Linguistic verbal is all about words, so how good are you at writing, how good are you at speaking, are you a good communicator? Logical mathematical is numbers and problem sense, which is not what I'm good at. I am so bad at math. I am so bad at numbers. I think skip 2 hours. No! Why don't you guys like in learning? Isn't this fun? Aren't you guys having a fun time? I'm really bad at math. Biokinetic, how good are you at controlling your body? Do you enjoy dance or sports? Musical intelligence, can you sing in tune and find rhythm? Interpersonal, social skills and understanding people's emotions. Interpersonal, self-awareness. Naturalistic, nature, environments. Do you notice things in the environment? And pediological, people who can instruct and teach things to other people. What's wrong with learning? I think learning is fun. I think learning's so fun, don't you guys think so? Y'all, this is so sad. I've had enough of learning for the day. There's never enough. You always learn everything. The more you know, you know? Learning is for the poor. Nah. You're never old enough. You're never too young or too old to stop learning. There's always something new to learn every day. There's always something interesting. I think the world is wonderful. I think it's so cool. I think it's so much fun. I am on here. I stream because I share what I know, you know? I am a streamer and I'm like, yes, this is all the things that I know and I'm just going to info dump constantly onto you. Isn't that great? That's why I became a streamer, so I could info dump. Exactly. I would be like, hey guys, guess what I learned today? I'm gonna commit arson. If you don't stop, go. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm not encouraging you, but like, I'm not gonna stop you, you know? Thanks for giving me permission, yeah. Set fire to your own backyard. Set fire to your own backyard, you know? So this is the cause of wildfires, yes, it's one sole person. For liability purposes, I do not claim... I do not claim involvement in this, but yes, police, 911, they're right here. It's this person. If you're looking for the cause of the fires, it's right, it's right here. It's right here. There you go. Yeah. Which, honestly, I don't even know how that happened. I've been going around the world at light speed lighting fights, yeah. You are solely responsible for everything. Like, every single natural disaster that we've had so far, you are just casting. You are like a wizard. Yes. Billy is a wizard casting magic spells around the world. He just points a wand at a globe and goes, hurricane, fire, you know? Practicing summon... summon fire. Did you know that there is actually a Reddit page called like wizard posting? Is it really funny? I think somebody out there, they were like, who the heck is the person constantly spamming earthquake at like the Philippines? Who did this? It's really funny. If you're bored. Wizard boasting. I wish magic actually existed though. Okay, we're gonna go back into like math talk, but like not really math talk, you know? If magic existed, I don't think it would be very popular because realistically, if math were to exist, it would be something like Hogwarts where it's not intrinsic, it just requires a lot of studying. And do you know the amount of people who don't enjoy learning? Exactly, right here. Look at you guys. None of you guys would be good at magic because you're all like, I don't want to learn. See? As I spamming my 3 elixir earthquake move. Realistically, if magic existed, I think it would exist something like physics. Yeah, it's implied that one has to learn magic, you know? It's either through 2 ways, right? You understand magic theory and you can put it to practice. Or it's intrinsic where you're able to visualize why things happen and being able to put it to work. Right? So in Harry Potter, when it works like that, or like in a lot of magic systems in manga and anime, it's like, oh, you imagine this thing, right? You imagine something and you're like, ooh, brain conjure fire, boom, fire. Other things require you to chant like word spells, right? Where you say the word, I don't know, igniamus, and fire shows up because words have power. There's different types of magic, right? There's different types of magic systems that exist out there. Sometimes magic exists through tools. Magic exists through like magic stones. They exist through, I guess, byproducts of monsters. Sometimes I've seen that too. Anti-magic media has led you to believe that magic has to be studied to be applied. In reality, these are just tools to keep us weak. I don't know. I don't think so. I think if magic did exist, I think it would be like science, right? It would be like science where we'd be like, oh, we have to study the reason why this works and how it goes and all that. And we would have so many laws of magic. It'd be like, whoa, you would see in the news, so-and-so was arrested for trying to resurrect, I don't know, Albert Einstein. So-and-so was arrested for illegally casting necromancy on Maine or whatever. So-and-so banned spells prohibited, new law preventing these types of like magic and illegal people doing things basically on Maine, yeah, you know. Then again, magic goes against inherent universal physics, so it is a lot of stretches. It is Maine, on Maine, you know? You gotta join your own cult if you want to practice dark magic. You gotta practice the illegal moves. I would imagine in our current healthcare system that healing magic would actually be banned and prohibited in a lot of places. They'd be like, do you have a license for that? And you'd be like, no, I just want to heal people. And they'd be like, you can't heal people unless you have a license. I can see that happening. Exactly, I can see healing magic costing so much. And there would be a monopoly on healing mages. They'd be like, oh, if you want to learn healing magic and you want to heal people, you have to pay so much money to get a license to heal people. And then you have to do a bunch of tests to get certified. And then you can't actually practice unless you're part of our healing society that you have to pay like $2,000 every year just to be a part of. You know? And then if you want to heal people, it's just like expensive, and they'd be like, do you have healing health insurance? It's a nightmare. Ah. That also brings up a magic system. If you were naturally gifted, you would become like slave. No, but here's the thing. You wouldn't, even if you were naturally talented, you wouldn't be able to practice out in the open. You wouldn't be able to open up your own store. You'd basically open an underground clinic because it's illegal to have your own practice and not be registered as a part of a guild. You know? You can't own an independent business because you're not licensed. It's like going out and being like, I want to be a lawyer, but do you have a license for that? Are you like, do you have a certificate? Can you prove that you're an actual lawyer? Are you a real lawyer? That's a thing. So it's like that with magic. If you want somebody to be like a doctor, they'd be like, well, you're not a certified healer. You'd have to be like a backwater, I don't know, healer. Like, maybe you would become popular, but you would have to do it on the down low, you know? And if they did find you, they'd probably fine you a lot of money. Isn't a world without electronics with electronics added the same as a world without magic with magic added? I don't know. Imagine doing tests for magic like driver's licenses. Exactly. I think it's kind of like, I would imagine it works kind of like language tests. You know, when you learn Japanese, it's the JNPLT1, right? And then you go up, or it's like in piano lessons, right? You take the piano lesson, you pass a certain, like, you pass level 1, level 2, level 3, and you go all the way up to like level 8. RIP your toe. You go up to all the way up to like, I think level 12, right? So I would imagine magic works like that. So you pass your first exam and you'd be like, oh, you know beginner elementary school magic. You can cast basic simple spells like, I don't know, light ball, like flame, tiny little candle flame, whatever. And then you go up the grades, right? And then you continue learning based off of that. And that is how they would certify things. They'd be like, oh, you are a level 1 magic user, and here are the spells that you are allowed to use. Like when you go driving, right? You have a learning license, you know? When you have a learning license, you're only allowed to use a car in the presence of somebody who already has an existing license. And they also have to be over the age of 18. So I would imagine magic works like that. I have thoughts, okay? I have thoughts. I have thought about this for so long. I'm experienced. I've read a lot of isekai. I love fantasy. That's my favorite genre. I'm a certified weeb. I am literally an anime girl sitting in front of you. What do you expect? I am right here. I am an anime girl. Like, what do you mean I am a weeb? Of course I am. What else would I be? Being 18 use magic is evil. Let the minors commit crimes. I wouldn't say there's an age limit to magic. I'm just saying it's similar to that kind of theory where, you know, like when you drive, you're 16. I think when you start learning magic, they'll probably be like, oh, you have to be at least 8. I have more hours in anime than I do outside. I find that kind of hard to believe. I don't know, how old were you when you touched grass? I love isekai. I don't know. Well, I prefer fantasy novels rather than isekai. Am I gonna get yelled at for staying up? Goodbye. Good night, Emmy. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Let me do this. I don't remember which one it worked on of the here. Good night. Oh man, it doesn't work on there. It works on some browsers and not all of them. Oh well. I ain't touched grass since a month ago. I used a skateboard to get to my car. Oh. I only have 92 days of watch times. They're probably far away from that point. Wow. They're getting there? Oof. That's not bad. Is that... How do I... I've got multiple years of time. I If you count the amount of time I have spent reading manga, watching anime, reading manhwa and web novels, reading light novels and fics and stuff like that, oh my god. I'd probably have like years and years worth, because I just spend my waking moments. Do you remember a long time ago, maybe this is just me, I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was long growing up, there was really hard to find anime on shows. Like, pirated sites did not exist, and when they did not work. So we had to deal with watching really old anime on a corner screen the size of, like, do you see my chat box? This is what the size of the screen would be. In the top left corner, Spanish dub, subtitles in English, tiny screen, giant ads for like whatever Naruto, like giant PNG image, an animated GIF in the background, absolute chaotic mess of a look of this obscure YouTube channel. That's how you would consume anime. It'd be like, oh, One Piece Season 2 Episode 3, English subtitles. And then I would just watch it on my phone at night, looking at that tiny little corner, trying to read the English subtitles. To watch the entire season of Inuyasha. I watch Inuyasha and Tokyo Mew Mew that way. I had to pretend to sleep to wait for Adult Swim to watch anime. Honestly, I never watch anime on the TV. I don't think they were very good. Well, I mean, to the exception of Sunday morning cartoons. 7 AM cartoons. I watch Pokemon and Bakugan and... I don't know, they would play Dragon Ball Z, which I wasn't really into. I would just watch Pokemon, but Pokemon always aired at like 7 AM, which sucked. You lump into that grind. Do you know when you fall asleep at night and you wake up on the TV couch and you're like, they're playing the obscure weird ads on TV where they're like, oh, here are the weird medical devices that we promote only at 3 AM at this time. And then they have those weird infomercials that you feel like you just woke up in another universe. You're like in a parallel universe, like, what am I looking at on TV? What is this? And they're like hour-long infomercials, just constantly talking, and you're like, what is going on? Have you ever been through that when you're just sick from a fever and you wake up and you're just staring at the TV and all you see is just reruns of cartoons and infomercials, and they're like, oh, look at this magic blender. Look at the magic blender, look at me blending all of these fruit smoothies, and I'm gonna put, they like demonstrate it for you for hours. They're like, oh, you can make this type of smoothie and I'm gonna put it in here, and then I'm gonna make like fruit juice, and then you can also use it this way, and you can make a sangria, and you can use it this way, and you can make a daiquiri because it crushes ice at this speed, and then you can make a smoothie, and you can make, I don't know, a vinaigrette for your salad because we're gonna blend balsamic vinegar and cranberries together. I put YouTube on as white noise and sometimes I wake up to the most diabolical ideas playing. I could put YouTube on. This is how tailored my social media feed is. I could put YouTube on and I would wake up 6 or 7 hours later to the same thing playing because I will watch 10-hour-long videos of just playlists. I listen to playlists, like all of it's music based, so everything that I listen to is just music. I have like 10-hour-long study music videos of just Pokemon music or whatever. So I could fall asleep and I could wake up and I'd be like, yep, still playing the same video. It's great. I don't have that problem. I have so many things in my watch list, like to watch list, I guess what it's called, watch later list. I need to go through it. I mean, most of it is just like drawing tutorial videos or like music videos that I saw on my feed and like that was recommended to me that I want to watch later, never got a chance to, or it's like random videos about like music theory and stuff like that. Very interesting things. I woke up with night sweats one day and took a look at my TV to see the monkey staring at me. Was it the creepy monkey with the symbols? Those things scared me. You know the creepy monkey with the symbols? I think that was in Toy Story? Was it? The creepy monkey with like the red and yellow eyes that are ringed. And they have the symbols and they look like this. Those are, and they have the teeth and they're like this. Scary as heck. Okay, if I had one of those as a toy and the eyes glowed and I woke up in the middle of the night and it was just sitting in front of me, I would scream. I would be so terrified. Like, I think what if I had to choose between waking up to that monkey, right? You know when you wake up from a sleep and it's not a good rest and you don't feel waking up, feel refreshed. Like you wake up, your mind's kind of groggy and you're kind of half asleep. You wake up, you see that? I think I would rather have a spider on my face. I would rather see a bug. I would rather see a bug because at least I know the bug's not going to hurt me. If I see a monkey that I know does not exist, I know that monkey, I do not own a monkey, it's staring at me, I would prefer having a bug. For me, it's a classic cycle. I'm bored, I don't know what. Okay, bus type slow, it's okay. Bus type slow. For me, it's a classic cycle. I'm bored, I don't know what to watch. Look at anime, videos I'm planning to watch. Nothing good, let's search a new videos, anime. 2 hours later, added a few more videos anime to my list. Tired out, not watching anything after all. Yes, it's the cycle. I type slow. Listen, it's okay. You would prefer proper grammar and punctuation. Bro added commas. You would prefer proper punctuation and spelling versus speed. It's okay, we all do that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that's better than typing fast and having like 15 spelling mistakes where nobody understands what you're trying to say. Do I speak fast? I don't know. I think I speak fast. I think my brain is just constantly on like a mirror zoom. It's just half the time I'm on the phone when watching you because time zones are diabolical over here when you stream. Oh, I'm sorry, I know. I know, you're on the opposite side of the world. You're in EU times. I think it's like 6 AM for you guys, right? Over there in that country? I don't know. Yeah, guys, I've created new words from typing. 8:20, why are you awake? Go back to bed. Isn't it a Saturday for you? Why are you up? Who wakes up at 8:20? Lures Vimista, yeah. Oh, my mouth is just like weird. Woo! Wait, I need to zoom in on my face. I was like, I wonder if I can do the worm. Like, you know when you do that thing with your eyebrows? Where you go like, when you raise one eyebrow and you lower the other eyebrow and you do like a little wave. Can I do that with my mouth? I tried. Oh, whoopsies. I accidentally changed my hairstyle. I accidentally changed my hairstyle. I need to go back. I haven't slept yet. Probably going to bed at 3. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's like 8 PM or 8 AM? Because I was like 8 AM. That's insane. Woke up at 3:55, ordered DoorDash, ate, and went back to sleep. AM or PM, guys? AM? No! 3 PM? Oh my god, what kind of sleep schedule do you have? What do you do? Do you decide your own hours? Are you self-employed? Because, like, that's diabolical. Oh my gosh. 3 AM. Oh my. What kind of sleep schedules are these guys? I think this is even worse than mine. What the heck? Like, I go to bed at maybe around like 3 AM and I wake up at like 12. I don't know how you guys are able to be I don't know how you guys are able to be awake at these times. That's insane. I make money from Discord, have you know? Sure. Good for you. I would clap, but I think it'd be like really loud. Bro's a pro scam artist. Bro's running an MLM. Bro is the single Discord Nitro person that messages you going, hey, you want free Discord Nitro? And then you click on the link and then bam, they have all your information and they sell it. Hey Dale, hi Nitro, how are you? Welcome! I need to stream at normal times. I don't know why I was streaming at this time. I was streaming at like 1 to 2 a.m. I need to go. I need to go back to my normal times. I like how this got. I like how that got restricted. It was like, ah, yeah, block cheap viewers. Yeah, want cheap viewers kind of thing. Tired? Glad you are well. Yeah, we're having a good time. I was falling asleep earlier, like literally the moment before stream started, I was yawning. I was like, eh. But then once I'm on stream, I just start talking and I'm like more awake, so. I was gonna play a game, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm like, I wanna play a game, and I never do. I end up just being on here just talking. I wanna play a game, but I don't know what game to play, so we just sit here and I just stare at chat. Go play a game. I don't know what game I want to play though. I have too many. Play that game. No, it's too late. It's too late to play a game. It's okay. If I start playing a game now, I'm not going to bed until like 5 a.m. It's okay. I'll play a game next time. We'll play, I don't know. You'll see the issue? No, it's not good. I need to have like a normal sleep schedule. I sell rules in my 4K server. Yes, people buy them. You could not pay me to be in a server. Actually, you know what? I had an era a long time ago. Where I would join e-girl Discord servers just for the sake of like... I was not the e-girl. I went on there to see what was on there, because I think the discourse that comes from those servers just... I need drama in my life. Sometimes I'm bored. I'm like, you know what I need to do? I need to like join these servers and I need to like participate in Discord. I never really participated, I just kind of watched people. I watched people have discourse, but man, it was wild on the stuff you see on there. It's like, bleh. I mean, I think I've seen worse in other places, to be fair, than Discord. I think I've seen worse. Maybe on Reddit. My friend's hooking me up with a Guitar Hero controller for Fortnite. A Guitar Hero controller for Fortnite. How does that work? That sounds like a ton of 13-year-olds getting scammed for a gold tag. Minecraft server stuff? That was the same? I don't know. I'm not in a lot of Discord servers. I can read you guys. Like, I'm in... I can count on one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm in like 19 servers. And that's it. Some people are in like 20 plus and I don't know how. There's a Guitar Hero game mode now. Fortnite Festival and planning the Migu songs. Ooh, cool. I don't know what Fortnite is about to this day. I still don't know how to play Fortnite or what it is. Is it like Roblox? Is it like Roblox? Where you have different types of game modes and then every single one of them is like, it's its own world? Is that how it works? I don't know. I'm like a boomer. It's essentially like Roblox now, actually. Oh, cool. I got Roblox a while ago to play Best Dressed. I don't play it anymore though, but I did once. I guess it's kind of like Minecraft servers, you know, like Minecraft Hypixel, where you go on, you can play Bed Wars, you can play like One in the Quiver, Skyblock, whatever. Kind of like that, right? Yeah. Cool. And then Minecraft multiplayer servers, you could buy roles, which is basically like a money flex most of the time. I mean, you can get cool stuff from those. Like you're like, oh, you get. It's like Patreon, you know, like Patreon, where they're like, oh, I'm a supporter, and I get the special Discord role tag that shows that they're a patron or whatever. Which, honestly, nothing online matters. In my honest opinion, nothing online matters. Like, my constant thought is, if the world ended tomorrow, you know what the first thing is gonna go is electricity, so nothing matters anymore. You gotta get to the stage of nihilism where everything's just gonna go poof, you know, when the internet goes. If you live in an area where you don't have electricity and the power goes out all the time, you kind of get that kind of mindset where you're like, well, is it worth paying money that I worked for? Sorry, I have to change my chair position. My legs are falling asleep again. Bro is like... I'm not gonna say. If electricity goes out, I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh decks to bring the locals at least. I'm screwed, yeah. Exactly. You know what matters most to me? Food. Because at least food will keep me alive. Food makes me happy. Look, I can eat. I have food that makes me happy. Listen, if you're the end of the world, you know what's gonna happen? Nothing else matters. Not your league ranking, not your whatever ranking you got in a video game, not your titles, not your status, not your Valorant skins or your PUBG skins or whatever. You are not gonna keep any of that. What matters is what keeps you alive. Survival. Listen, if you are out in the wild and you're like getting chased down by a serial killer, do you think your serial killer is gonna care? Oh my god, they're ranked Diamond in Apex. They're ranked Diamond in League. No, they don't care. They don't know who you are. They're gonna be like, haha. Shank, you know? That's why. You gotta... I mean, I guess it's avoidable if you just never leave your house, you know? But what if you're in the zombie apocalypse and you lose power? Then you're forced to go outside. Fight. That's what I think about. That's what I think about sometimes when I'm bored. I'm like, you know what? What am I gonna do if, like, I wake up and I'm in the middle of a zombie apocalypse? What am I gonna do? Where is my first choice of action? What's my first choice of action? What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna hide? I'm paranoid like that. I'm paranoid like that, you know? It's like, oh, I'm gonna die. I think if I said this before, I said this a long time ago, but if I was ever in the zombie apocalypse, I would just simply die. I will just simply pass away, you know? Maybe I'd wait a week. If things don't get better in a week and we don't have things under control, and then we're not getting help, we've just been abandoned, I'll just pass away. Have you ever noticed? It's so funny. When things happen, it's always either in two places. Like, oh, we have a new outbreak. It's in two places. It's either always the US or Japan. It's those two places. It's like, oh, zombie outbreak, where to start? The US or Japan? In movies, you know? When you watch a movie and something happens, it's always those two countries. Nowhere else. We gotta grow the underground farm. Yeah, we gotta start playing Fallout IRL. We gotta dig. We gotta dig. Realistically, I don't think it'd be very easy to start an underground farm because you have to have a lot of supplies. You need chemicals. You need artificial light. I don't know what you just said. I do not understand. I think it'd be pretty hard to grow an underground farm. Welcome back. I don't know why anyone would want that. Nothing matters. Nothing online matters. You could not make me pay money, anything, for an online purchase. That is why I specifically have removed everything from my phone. I don't have phones. I don't have my credit card on my phone. I have nothing else happening. Does anything offline matter? Yeah, because it's real. Listen, if things offline have like a value, right? It's tangible. I can see it. I can touch it. Like my Miku figurine in front of me right now is real. I spent money and she exists. She's real. But if I were to buy, let's say, a digital token of like a Miku character in a game, right? If I were to get a character in a game, like let's say there was a Miku skin and it costs $20, which is about the same price as this mini figurine that I have in front of me, right? You open that game and it exists in that game only. Miku in front of me exists 24/7 in front of me because she exists in front of me. And I can carry her around if I wanted to. When you play a game and you buy something, it only exists in that game. It's tied to your account. If you lose that account, you forget the password, you get hacked, that website goes down, they stop funding the game goes down, the server, that is gone forever. You will lose that. You cannot get that money back. When a server goes down in a game, you lose everything. Every single thing that you spent on that game, every single thing, gone. They will not refund you on that. That's just money lost. Just because something is physical doesn't mean it holds value to you. I don't like to value physical products either as much because just as easily as something could go down online, you can easily lose things in a tragic accident, you know? Your house could burn down the next day. You could lose everything. Who knows, right? Nothing in life is guaranteed. But at least it's a little bit more easier to take with you than the possibility of something online disappearing just because you forgot a password. You know? Would I rather have a ball of mud or a voucher for your favorite online game? No, but they have to have equal value. It'd have to be like a real nice ball of mud or something. Not like, you know, oh, would you rather have a piece of poop? Or would you rather have like 100 online dollars? It has to be equivalent in value, you know? You can't just be like, oh, a pot of flowers versus digital fish. I don't know. A voucher for an online game has more value than a physical thing. No, but monetarily they do not have the same value. Online things have value only when you put a value to it. So if you were to say it's a voucher for an online game, what kind of voucher? Does it cost money to pay in-game? A ball of mud realistically has no value, but if you were to replace it with, like, let's say if you offered me this, it has to be equal in value. So if you said, this is, would you rather take $20? Would you rather take $20 straight up, or would you rather take $20 through a game? Straight up, like, I'm asking you, would you rather take $20 cash? Or would you rather take $20 worth of in-game credits for your favorite game? That is an equivalent cost of choice. What would you pick? What would you pick? It's the same theory as buying store gift cards. If you were to buy a store gift card, you can only use that money at that one specific place. Versus if you got cash, you could spend it anywhere you wanted. You could still spend it at that store, but you can't take it anywhere else. Exactly what I'm saying. So when you get something through a game, it is not the same value because it is solely locked to that game. When you buy, for example, I'm going to go back to we're not going to use Valorant as an example. Let's say you bought, what's that game that had really expensive skins and loot boxes? CSGO. Let's say you have an account worth $1,000 in CSGO skins. Is it valuable? Maybe, because there's somebody out there who wants those. Maybe that account. Maybe you can trade the skins. Maybe you can sell it, right? Maybe it costs money. But if you were to say, would you rather take this CSGO account with, let's say, $1,000 worth of skins versus $1,000 in real life? What would you pick? The account worth $1,000 in skins, or would you pick $1,000 worth of money? It's not about its properties, it's about the value you'll hold on to it. It's about value. Because why is it precious to you? It's because it has value, whether it be sentimental or whether it be monetary. When you... Okay, let's say somebody, you had this thing, right? You don't understand the difference between value and protected value. Okay, but like if you were to tell me, okay, I don't know, how do I say this? My wallet, it's a very nice bunny wallet, Miffy. It's gray colored, it's a zipper. I've had this for over, let's say, I think 6 years. I bought it in Japan. This thing was worth, I think, 600 yen. It's worth 600 yen in value. I've had it for a very long time. But if you were to say, I will give you 600 yen for this wallet, I will buy it from you. Will I say, yeah, I'll take it for 600 yen? I would say no. Because that's my wallet, and I like my wallet, and I cannot get it anywhere else. That is projected value, right? Right? So, there is probably no amount of money that you could probably give me for my wallet, because I like my wallet. No. An account with $1,000 worth of money on it isn't worth the same value as $1,000 because the option to spend $1,000 in several different ways than the options you have with that $1,000. The game account holds a value in itself. It's still... Thank you for the redeem. It's cute! Okay, we'll stop talking about this. I feel like this argument is just going in circles and we're getting nowhere, so... Does that work? Did that do anything? What did that do? Did that do anything? Maybe it takes a second. Give it a second and maybe it stopped working, I don't know. Therefore, online things can have a value that physical things can't have, and vice versa. I don't know. I don't know if there's a single online thing that I would care about as much as something that I owned physically. I thought I could gamble. I'll do it for you. I can refund it. I don't know why it's not working right now, but it's here. I'll do it right now. Here. I'll pick one. I'll give myself short hair. Think of something you want more than a ball of mud. I don't know. What kind of ball of mud? Think of something online that I want more than a ball of mud. Nothing. Not really. All the games that I get for myself are free, so I get games on discount and I get games for free. And if I wanted something, I would just simply do it myself, so. But streaming is an act. It's an act of service. This is like an action. It's not like a tangible thing that I own, you know? Why does my thing move? Oh, cool. Or a ball of mud. But, like, you haven't clarified what kind of ball of mud is it. You have to replace it with something cool, you know? I pay for internet. I mean, technically, I don't. I share it with my family, technically, but yes, I guess it is paid for. Tax evasion reveal? No, I do. I got my W-2 recently, you know? Hey! I used to stream on my old account, but it crashed out on stream and got banned. How? Did you know apparently on YouTube if you don't want your content to get marked at for kids, you have to swear? They're like, is this stream appropriate for children? And I have to click no. We heart evading taxes. It's kind of hard to evade taxes online. Everything's done through your credit card and your credit card is tied to your social security number. If you want to truly evade taxes, you gotta take cash only. Kind of hard to do that online. You can just click this content isn't specifically made for kids. Yes, but what they do in their algorithm is that even though you click it's not made for kids, they will still recommend it to kids. Like how I say for this channel, on this channel, right now on Twitch, I'm streaming, co-streaming on YouTube right now too. I say this isn't for kids. I still get kids here. I think it's YouTube Kids, yeah, maybe. I still get kids on here. I mean, I haven't got any super young kids, but I know that there's definitely kids on here. I was a facecam streamer and I drew my refrigerator on my computer. What? Not your computer at your refrigerator, but your refrigerator at your computer? Okay. Oh, shoot. I did not do that. That did it on its own. It just switched hairstyles. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna cycle through all my hairstyles, I guess. Again? Oh, it's taking time. Is it on a cooldown? What's going on? I like the bunny look, okay. I don't know why it's not working, but I'll do it. I'll do it manually. I've never played, well, I played Valorant maybe like 5 times. Yeah. It is. Is that even a real word? Is that a real word? Do you think Valorant's a real word? I don't think so. I don't think it's a real word. I think it's a fake word, but they made it up. League. I want to play League. I kind of miss it. At the same time, I kind of want to play other games. I'm still looking for like a really nice fantasy RPG game. That's what I want. I want a nice, decent fantasy RPG game with classes. I want an RPG game with classes. I want to be like... Have I tried Path of Exile 2? No. I mean, I guess Skyrim exists. I guess Skyrim exists. There's magic, there's quests, there's fast travel, you know? Yeah, links are banned in this channel. Everything gets restricted. What is Path of Exile about? Is it like I've heard it's kind of like you go through, you kill a lot of things, you die, you get stronger, you go through. It's like I did not mean to actually post a link. I don't know. That's what shows up when you people try to post a link. It's like ARPG. Oh, action role-playing game. I was assuming it's kind of similar to a roguelike, where you die and you come back and you get stronger and you die and you come back and you get stronger and you just fight monsters. I don't know. Still, absolutely not really. I don't know what it's about. What? What is that? I don't know who that is. I'm not clicking on it. I don't need to know. Ew, real people. Eh. You ever have that feeling where you look at somebody and you're like, real people? How I feel looking at celebrities is just like, they're okay, they're just people. Flesh tubers. They exist in the flesh. I want to go back to Twitter and look at pictures of cute anime girls. Basically whatever type of marauder or witch or wizard you can imagine. In Path of Exile 1 you can make a character like that. Ooh, cool. Isn't that like World of Warcraft? Isn't that like kind of like World of Warcraft? I'm going back to Discord to see the groupers in chat. Well, have fun. Listen, if you streamed to all of your so-called people on Discord, I think you'd make more money than just solely selling so-called, I don't know, tier list titles. I'm just saying. But who knows if those people would actually show up. There's... The World of Warcraft has characters with classes, and each class has an arrangement on skills. Path of Exile's classes, and each class can use every ability. Ah. Oh. I see. Interesting. So that means you have more variability and like more customization with builds, right? Cool. There's millions of ways to use each ability. Interesting. That's nice to like not use abilities that are class locked. You know? Because I remember playing certain games and they'd be like, oh, if you want to use the stealth skill, you have to specifically be a thief. Or if you want this ability, like the ability to dash, you had to be like, I don't know, a knight. That sounds fun. Maybe I'll check it out. That sounds super complicated though. Like if I open up the skill tree in that game and it's like a huge... If I open up that game and it's like the skill tree looks like an Excel file, I'm gonna be like, what am I looking at? This sounds complicated. Have I seen the Path of Exile 1 skill tree? No. Let me look. Oh my god. my. That looks like a nightmare. What is this? Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that looks horrible. Do a flip? Okay. Watch this. It wasn't even that bad. You get used to it. It is pretty bad. Like, I mean, it looks kind of chaotic. I can spin. Here's my legs. You know my favorite part about this? I get to see my legs and I get to see these like parts of my dress that are kind of transparent. They're kind of cool. Look at this. Ooh. Kind of fun. The difference is that most games will give you extra skills with the chill tree, while Path of Exile gives you stat upgrades like melee damage, fire damage, AoE. Ooh. So like in the place of upgrading artifacts that you normally would equip onto your character, it's like directly through the skill tree rather than like equipping equipment. Interesting. I don't know what did you say what time it was for you? Like 8 AM? 3 AM? Yeah, because you can choose whatever skill you want anyway, you upgrade your stats instead to work with that skill. Ooh, cool. Sounds complicated. Also sounds kind of fun. I want a cookie. Yeah. Technically, my cookies are my channel points. You see down there when you're in stream for a certain amount of time, you get cookies. Also, not me being a Path of Exile merchant. I've never played it. I have 59 cookies. You spent them all. I have infinite cookies. I can redeem whatever I want on this thing. What should I say then? What? I realize I have a lot of toggles on here that I just never use. It's like I'm here. And I'm just away with my hands. I'm EP, hi EP, my name's Kyo. It's like 3 AM. It's almost 3 AM. You know what I want to do? I need to plan out my schedule. What am I doing next week? Ooh, I was thinking about maybe streaming on Sunday, probably. Maybe? Sunday? Maybe. Thinking about it. And then we can actually play a game. I think I will play Fields of Mystria. I want to play a farming game. I wanted to play Homicipher, but I was like, maybe we can leave that for like a spooky holiday, maybe. Like, I want to play Yumeniki, but I don't know how Yumeniki works. I think it's just a walking simulator. Like a maze. Kind of want, yeah, I'll play Fields of Mystria next time. I think it'll be fun. I have, oh my gosh, I have Sunhaven and I have Stardew Valley and I have Fields of Mystria, but I've only gotten to what, year 4 in Stardew Valley. I've basically seen endgame, like I've talked to Grandpa already. And then I barely started Sunhaven. Like I think I'm on like the first early part of the main quest in Sunhaven, and then I haven't even started Fields of Mystria, but I want to finish I want to play Fields of Mystria. It looks so cute! I love that, like, Sailor Moon old shoujo aesthetic that it's got going on. Also, I've been seeing gameplay of that game and it looks so fun. Like you can jump in that game. It's like you can jump in that game. I think eventually you do unlock magic. It's cool. I used to play Harvest Moon back in the game. Back in the day, sorry. Long time ago I used to play Harvest Moon. I haven't played Rune Factory. I kind of want to get into the Rune Factory series. I do have it. I have them like downloaded through emulators and stuff, but I've never actually played it back then. I have like the GBA version of Harvest Moon. Like the OG Harvest Moon. It's so old. It's like ancient with the whole harvest sprites and everything. Oh, they're kind of cute. Over here. Anyways, it is 3 AM. I think I have to go to bed. Like, I am not staying up till 4 again. Who is streaming? Let me see. Following. Okay. A couple people. Not very many people I actually know though, so no. Yeah, I raided Janjan. I did. I don't want to raid people like multiple times in a row though. Like if I've raided somebody before, I like to discover new people, you know? I like to discover new streamers. And I like to support new streamers. Cinder? No, but like it's awkward. It's like, hey, I know. Ew, strangers, woohoo. Okay, I don't even know who the heck is out. Ooh, there's somebody named Avira. Uh-oh, I think is it on? I just started playing her stream. Join your core? Thank you, welcome. It's just filled with my rants. Okay, I don't know what she's doing. I'm trying to find somebody to raid. Every single time I end it this time is real sad, you know? It's real sad, like, not very many people around. 35 people, we're a very close community, you know? It's only me I talk, like... I turned off Dino because it was getting sad when it was sending messages of like, you've ranked up. I send most of the majority of messages in that thing. I have 5 options for raid targets. Who? I'm just looking at this page. On Twitch. You know the raid thing? I have a couple people. I want to raid somebody new though. I need to make more socialization. Schizophrenic dialogues. Listen, it's my Twitter feed. That's my Twitter feed if you ever want to know. Like, I don't post on social media, it's all on there. Oh, I have a German Dutch streamer. I don't know if she speaks English. Fairy Hime, let me look her up. Oh, I'm playing Elden Ring. Oh my god, the lag. I just see her model stuttering because of Elden Ring. What a mood when your computer just doesn't run. Yeah, I don't think I want. Faye was. Oh, she's gone. Where'd she go? Where'd they go? Oh, they're back. Never mind. Sure, we'll say hi. They've been going for 5 hours, oh my. Yeah, collab. Let me look up another person. I just want to check them out. That's most big servers in 25. I don't. If my server ever gets to that size, I don't want that. I don't want those kind of people anywhere near me. I would rather like start a new server, like literally. What are they playing? Final Fantasy X. And let's look at this person. Astrea Stellis. Ooh. Uh oh, they're ending. Let's raid them as they're ending. Let's do it. Alright. They can't say anything because they have restrictions. They can see what they try to say. Oh my god. Oh well. I don't know. Even if they try to say it, if they're that kind of people, I don't know. I wouldn't want that. Anyways, everybody, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. I'm gonna raid them before they end because I like doing that. Say hello, welcome, and good night. It was fun yapping. Yeah, it was great hanging out with y'all. I had a good time.